You're watching CoastLife, and we've talked about how awesome this community is when it comes to taking care of each other and every member in this community. And our friends at Fresno Wells and Woodland do a great job of that. Part of that team is here, Amber Woodland and Justin Woodland. You guys are joining us to talk about something a little bit different. This is something you guys have started, and it's such a wonderful foundation. Tell us a little bit about the Redbird Legacy Foundation that you guys have started and why.
So we're just getting started. We had the idea, with my time at Clemson, one of my best friends was diagnosed with bile duct cancer at 35 years old. At the time, she had daughters of 3 and 5 years old. And Ashley's biggest fear was that her daughters will not remember their mama, her legacy, or what was important to them. So Ashley got connected with an awesome nonprofit in Greenville, South Carolina called Let There Be Mom. And with that nonprofit, the girls have cards for the rest of their lives until they're 21, birthday cards, video messages, gifts for big milestones, whether it's Sweet 16, 21, wedding day, baby showers, anything important you can think of. This nonprofit really checked every box for them to ease that, fear that my daughters will not remember me.
That's incredible. That makes you get a little choked up.
I know already.
Every
I try
time.
to think of my next question, and I'm like,
oh my God.
For instance, her youngest daughter just turned 7 this past weekend, and they had a handwritten birthday card from their mom with 3 pictures in there.
Special. And Lee and I were talking before you guys came in about how it's great that so many nonprofits, they really focus on the kids when they get sick, but sometimes, a lot of the moms, like Leah said, as a mom, we're not parents, but sometimes moms think, at least it's me, not my kid. But it does affect the kids so much for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Since Ashley was diagnosed, and time that she and I would have just talking, and she would share a lot with me about what she did for her girls, it was so touching. And she really wanted to make it a priority to make sure that what was important to her was known to them as they got older. And it took a lot of emotion and a lot of planning and a lot of coordinating, and over the years we would talk about it and we were like, wow, we need something like that on the Eastern Shore.
Where are you in this foundation? How can people get involved if they want to?
Oh my gosh, that was one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to talk to you, because we want the community support in so many different ways. Obviously we need funding, so anyone who is interested or willing to donate, we are a 501c3. We have received our IRS tax exemption status. And then besides monetary contributions, we need videographers and photographers and craftsmen and
anybody who's a lot more creative than me.
Yes. Anyone who is willing to donate their services to help support the families that we hope to touch, bring them on.
We're ready.
We're ready. And through some already generous donations that we've received, we're capable of serving our first family. If there is a parent of young children out there who has received a life-altering diagnosis, whether it's cancer or ALS or brain tumor or anything, we want to help just coordinate what's important and facilitate projects and keepsakes. And I am an estate planning attorney, and so my mind goes to making sure their affairs are in order. So I plan to do that as part of this. And then
we'd like to provide a dream vacation for the family as well.
Traveling is so important to us. And
make your memories.
Making memories as a family, and we don't hesitate to pull Layla out of school to go on trips because we feel like that's what she's going to remember as she gets older. And so we're really hoping that through the foundation we can
do some good.
That's incredible.
She told the girls she'd visit them as a cardinal. And so Let There Be Mom gifted the girls clay cardinals, and they were gifted them on the day of Ashley's funeral. And we were staying in their kitchen that day, and right outside there was a cardinal. And little Reese was like, look, there's Mommy.
Aww.
So that pulled on the heart, and that's where the Redbird came from. So.
Oh, and there's something special too about the logo, right?
So our daughter Layla, she is in middle school, and the three of us were always together. And the day that I came home from work and I just said, I've been inspired today. There have been so many things today that have just led me to saying, why not? And within that first week, I was sitting at my desk at home, and Layla was on the floor of my office. Justin was on the floor of my office, and we were just talking about, like, what is this going to look like? And Layla stands up and she hands me this doodle of a red bird
Oh.
that she had just hand drawn with her little markers and her paper just laying on the floor. And so we just loved it. And so we turned the red bird that she drew into our logo.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. This whole foundation is really, really beautiful.
Yes.
So maybe, I know you're looking for your first family to serve. If there are parents out there that have received that life-altering diagnosis, how should they reach out? How should they get in touch?
Yep, I'm so glad that you asked. So on our website, redbirdlegacyfoundation.org, we have an entire page on our website dedicated to who we serve. And on that page, there is a simple 3-page application. We will review the application, confirm that it's complete, and then we intend to schedule what we call a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And just really get to know the family and understand what's important to them, understand the diagnosis, the timeline too, and the
That's gonna
medical
vary.
treatments. Right.
Ashley had about 3 years.
Yeah.
And she fought that, so every family's going to be different.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. And then hit the ground running. I feel like we have so much energy and passion for this. There are so many people in our lives personally that have a lot of energy and passion and are ready. And so we just hope that this is really going to take shape. And over time, I mean, I don't love that there could be so many young parents with a diagnosis, but I really hope that we receive a lot of applications because we really, really are here to help
Definitely,
and
yeah.
serve and be the coordinator. I think that that's a lot of it. It's just saying, like, I would imagine that if I got a life-threatening diagnosis, that there would be a lot of quiet moments where I would sit and I would think, what's important to me, but having someone help.
Ashley was forced to get off the couch and go to Hallmark, and hey, you need to buy a lot of birthday cards. And just that coordination is what these families are going to need
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of, it's uncharted territory for so many people when they receive that diagnosis. And as horrible and scary as it is, I think it's amazing that you guys with a foundation like this are there to sort of help catch the pieces and make something that's that difficult a little bit easier and really easing the road up for the kids in the future.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are very impressive and incredible. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
Yes.
you so
Thank
much.
Thank you so much for coming in, you guys.
Yeah.
And we're so glad that we're able to help you guys get the word out
Yes.
and shout this foundation from the
Yes,
rooftop.
we
So
appreciate it so much.
please, like we said, we
Yes.
know that there are so many amazing videographers, photographers, artists in the area. If you've got some time to donate, some skills to donate, please do, because this is going to be a really important thing for our community, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we've got more community events and things to tell you about when CoastLife gets back, so don't go anywhere.